Welcome to a brand new episode of In the Den with MusaMajic here in Pipe Dreams, a high-end fashion boutique and art gallery in the Boho district of Baltimore, Maryland. And I'm here with a very special guest. So for all my dry beard brothers, my ashy leg sisters, you know, we got a special lady here. I'm here with Sedia and Ngofa, owner of Bijouxs Basket. How are you, Sedia?
I'm doing good today. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful.
Your beard is flourishing.
Thank you, because I got on that wonderful beard. So, tell us about Bijouxs Basket. Tell us about what you started in with this.
Okay, so Bijouxs Basket came about because I've been doing hair for about going on 10 years. I'm not gonna tell you how old I am, but also I went to school originally and college. Went there, thought I was going to go and study pre-pharmacy, so that was boring. Was in the woods one day, got a bee sting, and this girl that was interested in ethnobotany, which is the science that I have my degree in, she chewed up a plant called plantain, stuck it on my hand, and I didn't have any problems at all. And I asked her like how she knew this, and she told me about ethnobotany, and I told her how interested in pharmacy, interested in herbalism, wanted to try to mesh the two, and it's kind of just got like thrown into that. So
okay, that's a big word, ethnobotany. Like, what is that? What does that mean?
Okay,
Twitter says the locked ethnobotanist. So what is
so ethno is the study of humans, like human-based, and also botany, the study of plants. So specifically, ethnobotany is the scientific study of the interrelations between humans and plants. I studied it on the agricultural, industrial, and economic, and medicinal, and of course topical / cosmetic level. Originally, like my clients, like I've been doing hair for so long, my clients were like, well, whatever you're putting in my hair. When I started first doing my little like herb mixes and recipes and stuff, what are you putting in my hair? You gotta sell it. So started off with like 4 products, sold those, and now I have about like almost 30 something available.
So what was like creating that first product like did you even know what you were doing? Did you just
not really. I kind of stumbled on gold, I'll say that. I had homework in one of my labs, one of my first labs, and it was basically learning like benefits of household herbs. So we had to look up basil and thyme and rosemary, which are grown to be like 2 of the staples in my products. Thyme and rosemary are amazing. That's why your beard look like that.
I do this all the time.
It's out here glowing right with the butter. But yeah, so basically going through a lab one day and just reading like, these Asian women got it with this jasmine and rosemary in their hair. Tried it out, and different people were just like, what is this? I want this. So started selling it like kind of ghetto on Instagram, like, here you go, hair crack. And then thought about it, and something just told me, my mom, she was like, you need to figure out what you want to do. I'm first generation American, so that's normal for us.
Definitely normal.
Right. But she always called me Bijoux, which means jewel in French. And I don't know, one day I woke up and was like, boom, Bijouxs Basket, which is the name of my line. And yeah. So
what specifically, like what separates your product from like your average product? Let's say, I don't want to say Shea Moisture, but people put pink lotion and things of that nature in there. Like, what separates you from the commercial products?
Okay, so it's a couple of things. I'll say this. First of all, my actual botanical like knowledge, like I love the area. Local flora is like my favorite, and also a lot of my benefiting products, such as like my mask and stuff, they have local native species such as burdock root, which has been used by Native Americans, slaves, European settlers when they first got here. Like burdock root's been used in so many things, but I'll say my utilization of native species, along with burdock root, I use bergamot. French lavender is not really a native species, but it's been here so long that it grows naturally. It actually is grown in a number of botanical gardens up and down the East Coast, well, worldwide at this point. But another thing that sets me apart is the fact that I actually utilize my products. Like almost everything, well, not almost everything that I have released, I kind of like test that. Not even kind of, me and about 4 or 5 other people have tested everything that I've released. So I have like firsthand experience with every product, every recipe, every herb, every oil, every essential oil, any butter, any wax that I use. I have used that in my hair and my skin, and probably for no less than about 2 to 3 months. So I keep a pretty heavy trial. On top of that, being so like I studied botany in school, my final scientific study was my senior research was testing my nutrient composition and moisture content of my products. So it gets kind of like a lot right there, but basically like the chemical composition of my products, like I had to chromatography, I had to test that, and I was able to like kind of see, I'll say, the strength of them. So like I know the levels of at which, like, I'll just say this, I thoroughly know every benefit of every ingredient that I use, and I know how to dissect them. I'll say that to keep it in layman's terms. I know how to dissect them and I know how to analyze them. So I know the chemical breakdown of everything and why it does what it does. And the way that I say that my products are presented are in a way that kind of entices the user or the customer to kind of go out and learn more about it. Like little things like using marshmallow. Everybody knows what a marshmallow is, but people rarely think that marshmallow can be used on your hair and skin, and marshmallow is in so many of our beauty products. Nobody would ever think about it.
So I see you brought some products here today. Can we go through some of them? What are some things and what we got here? We got coconut ganache. Ganache is like Beyonce.
It's ganache. It's ganache. It's just a French word. So I like to keep the accents kind of going. So right there, coconut ganache is one of our body butters, and it's one of the favorite body butters actually. It's a blend of coconut oil, shea butter, some jojoba oil, and also it's infused with chocolate essence and flavor.
It's definitely something with chocolate.
Yeah, and I picked ganache as a name just because it's like, you smell, it's not like, it doesn't smell like a Snickers bar, but it has that rich.
Smells like a Food Network type.
Yeah, like it's really decadent. It's really decadent.
That's
and the cool one about this one is that like all of the body butters that I sell, this one is actually the Soleil 24K, so it's like a golden shimmery.
It's gonna make me gleam.
Yeah, but I mean, do you want to glow? You can glow.
I'm always glowing. I got a natural glow.
Definitely, melanin matters. But we also, I also provide, I know I like to keep it professional and say we, but provide another shade, Diamant, which is like a diamond platinum finish, and then you can just get the regular recipe. And coconut ganache is really awesome because chocolate is great for dark pigments. It fixates your dark pigment and actually kind of brings radiance from within your skin.
So you gotta rub the chocolate on your chocolate, so you can stay chocolate.
Basically, I mean that's a commercial. We're gonna get that.
So here we have the creme de coco. Tell me about that.
Creme de coco. So creme de coco. The reason why I called it that, and
just fell out there.
Yes, definitely. You got chamomile.
You got the live herbs.
That's actually German chamomile, and I like to make sure that I top all of my masks with a calming and exfoliating herb, just because as you like mix it in and those volatile herbs kind of like expand within the mixture, they work better. Basically, friction and heat, that all like, I'll say this, like friction and heat kind of releases volatile and essential oils, which release the medicinal benefits. I know, I get extra with it. My geekiness embarrasses me sometimes.
Extra, you know, and we like to be extra here on MusaMajicTV. We have a very special beard balm. As you see, I'm modeling Beard on Glimmer. Tell us about the beard balm.
So Bijouxs Beard Balm is actually our bestseller. Like that's my bestseller. Beard balm started out because guys kind of felt, well, not really guys, but like my male friends and family were like, you know, you got to get something for guys. They were all trying to support me. So I was kind of messing around with that. And guy I was dating at the time made him something for his beard. He fell in love and we filled in some patches. So started marketing it. And it's kind of transformed. Like Bijouxs Beard Balm is the original recipe, and now I offer God butter. It's like a whole men's line for God butter. You can get the body butter, or you can get the God butter bourbon beard balm recipe, or you can get the God butter beard and body wash as well. And these are just a couple of things. Everything is just kind of like, I'm trying to bring more urban feel to rustic products and rustic recipes. I kind of want to bring the more like young urban professionals and, you know, modern day individuals, because we lose this botanical knowledge. We lose all of our ecological knowledge like every generation, you know. So I kind of try to keep it simple but also beneficial, and I kind of like to market them so people kind of are interested in, well, why is this the way it is? Like beard balm, it's specifically, I like to highlight that. We were talking about some of the things that got me into ethnobotany, or why I started making the products. Learning about sage, which is a part of the mint family, and which is what's the active ingredient in here, which is great for hair growth, was like the most amazing thing ever. Because you hear sage, you hear thyme, you hear rosemary, you hear everything in the mint family, and we think about teas, we think about Thanksgiving, we think about Christmas. You know, we really don't think like, wow, why are people using this stuff? Like sage, all those mints, the mint family is amazing because it promotes blood circulation, stimulates like any type of, I'll say, scents that you have. Like anybody put mint on their body, you smell anything minty, you use a mint lotion, like it's kind of like a clarifying and rejuvenating family. So that's one thing that I'll say is very special and something that I wanted to touch on. Like herbs are just great, and I feel like that's what my whole the wonder that I found being from Prince George's County, just like a suburban suburb of Washington, D.C., and then going out to Appalachia, which is what they call the East Coast Ranger Mountains. It was outstanding to see the simplistic life that people can live and that we have lived throughout like the world. And I kind of want to bring that back to our modern day culture. I feel like it could be something very beautiful to bring that ecological love, I'll say, back to modern day regimens such as like health and beauty. So yeah.
So, I mean, you've branded yourself really well with these products. You have labels, your social media presence is there. What advice would you have for like any young entrepreneurs who are trying to, you know, break out and start their own brand, but they just don't have it yet? They don't have the confidence, they don't have the material.
You have it. Don't ever doubt yourself. Like that's the biggest thing. I've had people that were my friends doubt me. I've had teachers doubt me. I've had I'm not even gonna lie, my parents have doubted me at some point in times. Because sometimes, you know, we're not perfect. We make mistakes, but go 100% for whatever you want to do. If you feel like you're gonna, as long as you don't have anybody depending on you to eat or survive, go out and get it. Like if you want it, go get it, because it's only out there. If you're not gonna reach for it, you know, you don't shoot your shot. Not cool, ever make it. So yeah, that's basically it.
Wow. Shoot your shot, man. Whether you shoot your shot in the DM, whether you shoot your shot in your entrepreneurial, you know, aspects and things of that nature. Life is about progression, man, and we shouldn't be held back and refined to things of that nature. But you've been here in the den with MusaMajic. I've sat here with Sedia. She taught me some great things about her product. Can you please tell everybody where they can find you and your wonderful products?
You can find me on Etsy. You can find me also on my website, www.bijouxsbasket.com. I'm also featured in BQ Box, which is a Black-owned makeup and skincare subscription service, and you can find both of us on Instagram or Twitter to stay posted on like local events, sales, and product releases as well.
It's your boy MusaMajic. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MusaMajic. That's magic with a J, not a G. We're here, we're out, and please, y'all, stop being so ashy all the time. Y'all beards is patchy. There's a lot of problems going on in the community and I'm here to address. I'm tired of this ashy beard. I'm tired of your knuckles being terrible. All kinds of stuff, man. I really need y'all to fix that.
Yeah, get in them things.
So you know ashy knees.
Get in them things.
Look at them knees gleaming.
Gleaming.
Want your knees on shine.
And they smell good.
Grab a product on MusaMajicTV. Look at these knees.
Alright, people.
Alright, let's get money. Come on, we're here.
Let me make sure my man.
It's money season. We was here, we was out. Subscribe.